Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. It's your favorite unk, one guy here, coming at you live with the deck tech that everyone's been waiting for. My 3.5 Zeta Gundam deck. Here on the screen is going to be our 3 version of the deck. And from here, we're going to talk about 3.5 and all the changes we added to it. So, first things first, I did add 3 Hyzax in the deck. I went with a more of a mid-range aggro tempo. So 3 Hyzax for the level 2 ones. Next, it is for Nemos because they are AU trait. You can use any 2 ones. Same thing with the Hyzax. You can technically, if you wanted to, use Gun Tank instead. But I chose Hyzax because of the 2-2. And Nemos again for the 2-2. Next, we are running 3 Gundam Ilrith. Again, one of the best blockers in the game. That 2-4 body, the level and the cost, just magnifique. I cannot ask for a better blocker, even if we wanted to. After that, we are running 3 Rizels. Now, you can switch out the Rizels for Anxious if you wanted. I only picked Rizels because it is a level 3-2 for 4-3. Just because it's a comes out a turn earlier. But if you wanted to, you can do that. I mean, there's another card you can also replace. But if you do replace it, I will be very sad with you. Next, we are running the Balance Blocker. 3 Rick Diaz's. Again, Rick Diaz, he's balanced because he's the same cost as Ilrith. The difference is that he's got 1 more attack or 1 more AP and 1 less HP. So it makes him the balance blocker, right? He's good still. Next, we are just running 2 Grandpas. 2 of the 4-3 Grandpas. You can choose to run the other one that draws you a card. I only went with this one because of the body. It is a 3-4. He does give everyone else, when he's paired, a +1 AP. So that does help. But, I mean, the last 2 games that you saw, I rarely even used him. But I only have him, again, for the wing matchup. That way he can live the nuke. Next, we are running one of my favorite cards in the game. Rick Diaz Red. So Rick Diaz Red, 4-3 for a 4-3. AU trait, so it does give it haste when you do smack in with Camille. And the cool thing is that you can also use Kira with him after he's already been on the field to -4 something, or to -2 2 separate things, which again, very great, especially with this blocker meta. Next, we are running 3 L Strikes. So you can run either L Strikes or the Hayashikis. I'm choosing L Strike just for the bounce when you pair with a level 4 or higher pilot. That's the only reason why. It's so good, so helpful. As you saw in the last 2 games, that was very MVP. Lastly, we are running the King itself, Zeta Gundam. Zeta Gundam, as you saw, very, very amazing. Still great at, you know, hitting and resetting, or hitting and keep hitting. So again, during linked, activate during your main, and then once per turn. So you just gotta be careful. Once the new, I want to say like the G Defender or the new card that pretty much plays itself as a rest comes out, we might be using that instead of some other cards, but we'll see. I still gotta kind of play with some numbers. Next, we're gonna go with the pilots in alphabetical order this time. So we're running 3 Armoro. Armoro, best pilot in the game. When paired, you choose a unit with 5 or less HP, and then you just rest it. So it doesn't have to be a blocker or anything. It's just straight up just so good. And he's a 2-1, so it's very helpful for you to push against, to become more aggressive when it comes to your numbers. Next, we are running Sweet Jesus himself, Kira Yamato. Kira Yamato, when when you attack, you get to choose an enemy unit, and he gains -2 for that battle. Really great, super helpful. When it comes to clearing out blockers and comes to clearing out little guys. So, yeah. And again, with Rick Diaz, wonderful combo. Next, we are running our boss queen, Camille. So we're still running 4 Camilles because I'm not going to run any other less. He is by far my favorite pilot in the game. Not only because when there's a friendly white base, you get to increase your AP by 2. So it makes it a +3 AP and +2. Meaning it's one of the highest numbers in the game. He's also just really overall a pretty good pilot when you pair it with other things other than Zeta. Next, we have 4 Overflowing. As you can see here, I have the alternate art because I pulled it when I won second in our locals. So now I'm gonna have to pick up 3 more. Good luck me. We're running 1 copy of a new sign. Again, I love it because it does the burst effect to get the AU base. So that means you technically would have 4 Argamas instead of 3. And then the draw 3 and discard 2 is also good for digging. Speaking of good cards just for the draw engine alone, we're running 2 Show of Resolves. Again, the draw 2, Pot of Greed, phenomenal, fantastic. Can't argue with that. Next, we are running bases. We are running 3 Archangels and 3 Argamas, baby. So again, Archangels is helpful because you do run a couple blockers, so it's good to always reset. I don't know if it was, I have to post it, if it was the last game or games before that, where I used the Archangel to reset the Air Strike and just kept swinging. Argama is still, again, the wing counter, quote-unquote counter, but it is helpful in the sense that you can use it to stop breach damage. So it kind of stops that whole breach combo in itself. Right now, we are going to be posting the deck itself. So if you see it, there it is. And I'm going to be slamming back down the Zeta. So really digging this version of the deck. This is the version I will be taking to my local new type. Actually, yeah, to the local new types, or maybe just all new types that I attend to. Other changes you can add into the deck is if you wanted to maybe add less units and more commands, you could theoretically run Unforeseens instead of the Isaacs. And then maybe instead of running, or maybe just 4 Unforeseens and then 3 Zwarts if you wanted to do that kind of version of it. Or you can run like 2 Unforeseens and take out a new sign and add in 2 more, like maybe Siege Ploy or another command that you can use to help you out. But there are a lot of things you can do with this deck still. The next version of this deck that I will probably play is probably going to be a red variant, so stay tuned for that version of it. Only because I do think that just being able to smack more things with Zeta and get more value from him is very important. But we'll see. GDO 3 is around the corner, so we'll see what that offers us. Until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye!